Very much, Geroid. That is for the benefit of those people who've got other engagements, and also those of us who are going to enjoy it so much we want to relive the event again. Presenting awards and celebrating success, please feel free to just go crazy in chat and congratulate everyone. I also see that we now have Madam First Vice President in our presence as well, so thank you very much, Morag, for being here. I would now like to introduce our first speaker this evening. Our first speaker is Daniel Sanders, our District Director. Please welcome Daniel.
Thank you very much. So welcome everybody to this fantastic awards night. And it's important to appreciate as Voltaire said, in appreciation, we all share in each other's excellence. Always that effect. So it's a really important night. So welcome and thank you very much for coming. So hand it back.
Thank you for that, Daniel, and for welcoming us to tonight's celebration, which I know is going to be fantastic. And we have a great lineup, as Stephen said, and I'm really, really looking forward to tonight. Our next speaker, and we're very honored to have him here, is Regional 10 Advisor. That is Francesco Fedele, DTM. So Francesco, I would like to invite you now to come to the virtual podium to give us your thoughts on tonight's celebration and the celebration of Toastmasters' 97th birthday. You're very welcome, Francesco.
Thank you. Thank you very much to all of District 71, District Director, PQD, and many other people who have contributed so much to Toastmaster. I've had the pleasure of going around the region since this morning, attending different events, and they're all very, very nice. We are all celebrating something which I like to think of as a person, because for me, Toastmaster is a family of people, but Toastmaster International is a person to me. And it's an old lady. She's 97, almost a century old, but she has so many stories, so many experiences, so many things to share to all of us, like children coming around this old lady to listen and to share stories. And we actually even taught this old lady a few tricks. We pushed the entire organization to become more technologically savvy in the last 2 years. And now it allows me to have spent a whole day jumping around. So this old lady is turning 97, and I think she deserves a few gifts. So I invite all of you, and I've been inviting the entire region, to give 3 gifts to this old lady. The first gift is to sponsor a new member. Get someone that you think would profit from Toastmaster, from your family, from your colleagues, a friend of yours, and bring them to a Toastmaster meeting. And they will become like us, very much a Toastmaster member. Second gift I would like you to give to this lady is promote Toastmaster in different ways. We've done it in a lot of ways, but I would invite you to think out of the box. We want to bring back members. We want to rebuild the organization stronger. And I think we have to try something different. I was suggesting, for example, print out a card saying, I know the secret of public speaking, and put down maybe the URL of our organization and put it in the back of your car as you go around. And maybe you'll contaminate and make someone look up what is Toastmaster and why does it have a secret. And the third thing, which I have seen all the day around, and I'm sure I will see a lot of it here, is bring fun into the meetings. We learn best in moments of enjoyment, and this old lady has given us a lot of that. Let's keep up the fun and let's continue learning together. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Region Advisor. Francesco, that statement, "we learn best in moments of enjoyment," has always been one of my favorite quotes of Ralph Smedley, because I think it is so very true. And I like your suggestions of sponsor people, help people find the organization. I might even end up putting something in the back of my car soon. So let's see how that goes. I very much appreciate it. It's a delight to have you here. Thank you. The next speaker we have in our celebratory evening is someone special. Everyone this evening is very special, but this speaker is special in a different way, because she is our poet in residence. And I believe we are the only district to have an official poet in residence. To entertain us and regale us with beautiful poetry this evening, please put your hands together or just wave for Anya O'Neill. Anya.
Thanks very much, Steve, and thanks everyone for your very warm welcome. During a recent poetry workshop that I held for the district, we knew that Toastmasters was going to be 97 years old today. So what we decided to do was make a collage poem where everybody contributed a line or two to the poem. So this poem that I'm going to recite now isn't all my own words. In fact, it's mainly a combination of everyone's words that was at that workshop. So it's really a work of collaboration and togetherness in the Toastmasters family. So this is the poem for Toastmasters' birthday today. Nearly 100 years of toasting and tomes. Here's to another 100 of speeches and poems. Years of making a difference, of giving people a voice. Let us celebrate your inspiration. You are the beginner's first choice. You helped the GIs 97 years ago. From person to person, you've helped us to grow. You turned stammerers into orators. You gave us words and honed their power. From the shadow into the light, we no longer fear, dread, or cower. You woke us from hibernation to reveal how much we enjoy. The writing of great speeches, your many teachings we employ. You have marinated with time, brought together the fragrance of wisdom. You've embellished our lives with every part of your system. For the many blessings on our journey, you are a great love of our lives. While apart, you've brought us together, made our imaginations run rife. Toastmasters, it's your time. Today is your day. And for now, we'll send thanks and best wishes your way. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Anya. That was fantastic. And to anybody that missed that workshop, I think it was on the 7th of October, it is on the District71 YouTube channel, and I recommend that everybody goes and takes a look at it, because it was fantastic. And as you were speaking, Anya, I thought of what Francesco had said before you about giving a gift to the old lady that is Toastmasters. And I definitely think having a poet in residence is a great gift to Toastmasters, as well as the ability to tap into our creative brains and get the creative juices flowing, and to create that lovely birthday present that you had there for Toastmasters today in that collective poem. So very well done, Anya, and to everybody that contributed to the poem. Our next speaker this evening is the past international president, Ted Corcoran. And Ted is no stranger to any of us here in Toastmasters, and we are delighted to have you here, Ted. Ted is going to share his reflections on Toastmasters with a talk entitled 97 Years a Growing. So please put your hands together for the one and only Ted Corcoran.
District Director Daniel, First Vice President Morag, Regional Advisor Francesco, district leaders and fellow Toastmasters. If Ralph Smedley was alive today and saw the size and reach of the organization he founded, I bet he would be best pleased. So to honor the 97th anniversary of the auspicious founding of the very first club in Toastmasters, I think it's only fitting to speak for a few minutes about Toastmasters International and how far it has come from its early days, about the evolution of District71 from its early days, and finally about the key importance in servant leadership in making it all happen. Well, as we all know, Ralph Smedley worked in the YMCA in Bloomington, Illinois, as the Director of Education and formed the first club to help young people. He named it Toastmasters, and the first meeting was in 1905. But then he moved to San Jose in California, and the clubs folded behind him. But in 1924, he organized a club which eventually became Club Number 1. The first meeting was held in the YMCA building on October the 22nd, 1924, celebrating the 97th anniversary tonight. And believe it or not, I was in the supermarket today and I sat down in a chair beside this elderly man who told me he was born in 1924, so he's 97 years of age. I thought it quite extraordinary that I would meet somebody of the same age as the age of the organization. Well, by 1930, some 30 clubs had been formed, including a club in British Columbia. And in 1932, Toastmasters International was incorporated as a California nonprofit organization and remains so today. Now, it took to the early 70s before the first and still surviving districts outside North America were formed, although District 18 had come and gone in Scotland before this. These were 69, 70, and 73 in Australia, 72 in New Zealand, and our own District 71. Dr. Smedley passed away in 1965, but he left a legacy to us all. In 1970, women were admitted for the first time. And the Dublin Club and the story about women in the Dublin Club would make a speech in itself. But after a lot of toing and froing and letters and all kinds of things, the Dublin Club got around it by having the women join the club, but not Toastmasters International. The Irish always have a solution for everything. In 1985-86, Helen Blanchford was elected our first female international president, but she had joined prior to 1970 under the pseudonym Homer, and everybody thought she was a man, and she got away with it. In the year I was president, 2003, 2004, there were 76 districts in the world, 10,000 clubs, and 200,000 members. By this year, there are 123 districts. Can you imagine 123 districts? I'm not sure about the clubs and the members because of COVID, but there's somewhere about 16,000 clubs and 350,000 members. What a growth rate in those short few years, just 16 years ago. Returning to District 71, district was formed in 1972, with at the time just 31 clubs, 21 in England, 7 in Ireland, and 3 in Scotland. In 1985, in Columbus, Ohio, Marie Pine from the Ennis Club in Ireland won the coveted title of World Championship of Public Speaking, the first and still the only Irish or district representative to do so. Her speech was entitled "Age is a Hang-Up on Numbers," and you can find the full text in Appendix 13 in the History section on the District 71 website. The district had its first success in the Distinguished District Awards in 84-85, when select distinguished status, that's top 12, was achieved under the leadership of David Lindsay, a member of Aylesbury and Thane clubs, now in District 91. That was the first at international level for the now 13-year-old district. Equally meritorious, because they faced the same challenges, were the achievements of Harry Knox, a member of DLS in Waterford in 87-88, and Joe Prendergast in Clonmel in 89-90 in achieving distinguished district status. These were the only 3 distinguished years between 72 and 92. But in year 92-93, with just 56 clubs, a huge change took place in the fortunes of our district, with the introduction of what was known as the Club Excellence Programme. This was devised by the district governor at the time, Brian O'Connor, Norman Fox from Maidenhead, and myself as the club road director equivalent at the time, while at the International Convention in Las Vegas in 1992. Introduced in November 92, by June 1993, the district had finished second in the world. And in the subsequent 5 years, 25th, 2nd, 13th, 6th, and 7th. What a transformation. And in 1999, a modified version of the Club Excellence Program became the DCP you are all familiar with today. In fact, from 1993 to 2014, the year prior to the district reformation, a total of 22 Toastmasters years, our district achieved distinguished or better for 19 of them and made us one of the top districts in the world. So let's turn to how that all happened, servant leadership. And Robert Greenleaf is one of the foremost writers on the subject. He said, the servant leader is the servant first. It begins with a natural feeling that one wants to serve first. Then conscious choice brings one to aspire to lead. That person is sharply different, he says, from the one who is the leader first. And all of us are servant leaders, volunteers, perhaps close to 100,000 in total every year. And why do we unselfishly give of our time and energies? Well, for me anyway, because of the changes for the better I see in members. So many people I've seen over my 35 years membership arriving with little or no confidence, leaving as new people to make their way in their professions and communities. Now, my favorite example of servant leadership is that of a Toastmaster I met in Atlanta at the International Convention in August 2003, where I was the incoming president. We had a lunch for all the district governors around the world. I was sitting at a table, 8 of us, and there was this man sitting opposite me. So I finally got to ask him his name. He said, I'm Charlie Keane. He said, I'm the district governor of District 31, the state of Massachusetts, and a piece of New York State. Oh, I said. I had a little chat about his surname, which is Irish. And then I said, do you mind if I ask you what age you are, Charlie? He said, I'm 98 years of age last July. I couldn't believe it. 98 years of age. And he was the district governor of District 31. We must keep in mind that leadership is action, not position. And Charlie at 98 is a model for us all. And whether you're a leader in business or in a voluntary organization, the requirements for success remain the same. And these are comprehensively covered in our high performance leadership. The leader has a vision, sets direction, persuades, supports, develops, appreciates. If your ambition is to be a leader in your career, then there is no better place to learn and practice leadership skills than in various roles in Toastmasters. As Patrick Lencioni, a guru in leadership in America, said, if you could get all the people in an organization rowing in the same direction, you could dominate any industry in any market against any competition at any time. Helping every club to achieve at least distinguished club status will take effort from every one of us. And we have servant leaders at every level, from club to district to region and board level, to help us do so. Our district has been very well served by our leaders down through the years and is very highly regarded around the world. Our normal pre-COVID 70% plus achievement rate of distinguished clubs every year ranks with the best in the world. My deep thanks to all our leaders, past and present, for what has been and is still being achieved. And my heartiest congratulations to all the members and clubs recognized here this evening. Well done to all of you. Keep up the excellent work. To sum up, we are servant leaders giving of our time and energies in helping our district because we are focused on helping our members grow and prosper. And our challenge is to make this happen in as many clubs as possible. Finally, my message to you today can be summarized in the words of Dr. Stephen Covey when he said, the main thing is to keep the main thing, the main thing. And the main thing, I believe, for all of us is growing and supporting our members, clubs, and districts. That would be the best way to celebrate and recognize the achievements of our founder, Dr. Ralph Smedley, 97 years ago. The popular mantra applies. If it is to be, then it's up to me. I leave you with a very inspirational quote from President Obama. We are the change. Change will not come if we wait for some other person. or if we wait for some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek, Mr. District Director.
Thank you very much, Mr. Past International President Ted, inspiring as always. And for those who haven't encountered it yet, if you look on the District71 website, somewhere in the About section, you will find a wonderful, wonderful document about the history of District 71. It is fascinating. It builds on a lot of the things that Ted's just shared with us. And I think it was actually written by a rather talented person, but we won't go into that at this stage. Ted, I loved your comment as well. Leadership is action. And I firmly believe that what we're about to hear is the celebrations of awards where people have acted as servant leaders, as you described. So at this point, I would like to hand over to our next speaker. Our various members of the district leadership team are going to present awards to our clubs and to individual members for the achievements that they have made already in the first quarter of this Toastmasters year. So with this, I would like to hand over to our public relations manager, Arnold van Buren. Arnold.
Thank you so much. And I'm so happy that we can also celebrate this 97th birthday of Toastmasters International. And of course, District 71 have done it perfectly. Now, there's a thing that I haven't got for today, but what I have for today is something special that I'd like to announce, and that is that we, as a District 71, we are looking for people who can help us to bring us even more to the next level. Now, I see so many people being creative, creating videos, creating posters, and it makes me smile because that means that they are proud to be that Toastmaster. Now, everything comes with some good and everything comes with some bad, but we keep our heads up. And as a PRM, again, I want to ask everybody within this District 71, we are celebrating, but also keep going what you do. And also for promoting your club, to encourage everybody to become a perfect speaker, a perfect leader. I want to encourage everybody to keep going with promoting, because public relations makes things happen. And also for the 51 people we have here in the room. Well, 2 years ago, it was 51 people in a room physically. And now we are reaching the world. So I want to close with something small. Keep promoting. We are here as D71 to give you different awards to give you that energy. But also, whatever you do, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. Back to you, our host, Steve Champion.
Thanks for that, Arnold. It's actually back to me.
My apologies.
Not at all, Arnold, not at all. It's grand. You're stuck with me for the next bit, unfortunately. Thanks for that, Arnold, and for your impassioned plea there to continue with promoting our clubs. And absolutely, I think that is the only way we're going to grow our clubs and grow our membership is through promotion. And I have seen some great examples in the past year throughout the district that has encouraged me as a Toastmaster to go and visit other clubs, and it has been mainly down to the promotion that they've done on Facebook or on other methods that have attracted me to come to the club. So continue with that, everybody, because a good job is being done. And thank you, Arnold, for your contribution. Our next member of the district leadership team that's going to speak about awards is our very hardworking club growth director, Elizabeth Jordan. And as you can see there, she's going to present awards in 3 different categories. Elizabeth, I will let you explain more. So please come to the virtual stage, Elizabeth Jordan.
Thank you, Madam Host, Patricia. It is my absolute pleasure to be presenting awards in 3 categories tonight. As you know, I'm the Club Growth Director, so I eat, sleep, drink, think growth. And anything that grows members, membership campaigns, anything that helps with retention, and anything that brings celebration, that will bring growth, I am your person. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm thrilled. So the first category I'm going to present to is the Smedley Awards. And it's really fitting that on a day when we honor our founder, this is an award that is from Toastmasters International, and it is for clubs who attract 5 new reinstated or dual members. And we're delighted tonight to have 4 clubs who have achieved this between the dates of 1st of August and the 30th of September. The first club is Godiva Speakers, Division E, Area 42, Lincolnshire Speakers, Division E, Area 6, Liverpool City Speakers, Division N, Area 31, and 2M Toastmasters, Division N, Division FA12. I think if we can just give them a round of applause after each, and I'll continue. So we can give the Smedley Award a round of applause, virtual or otherwise. Thank you. The second award I would like to present, if we can, next slide, is what we've called an 80/20 Membership Renewals Award. And this year we tried to be both creative and effective and productive. So we invited our clubs, and particularly a shout out to treasurers, to invite members to pay early. So if they got 80% of their base members to pay by the 20th of September, there is a very generous incentive for them to collect later on. And if you are a coach club, you get a slightly higher incentive. Now, there are 22 clubs, I'm proud to say, that have achieved this. I'm just going to read the names very quickly because 22 is rather a lot, but I think they deserve to be, their names to be mentioned, the clubs to be given due recognition. So Phoenix Tara, Division C, Area 16, Castle Knock Toastmasters, Area 16, Division C, Area 16, GSK Hertfordshire Speakers, Division H, Area 20, Analog D Voices, Division A, Area 49. Obviously, this is my club, Cashel, huge shout out for Cashel, Division D, Area 8, Chelmsford Speakers, Division G, Area 1, Strictly Speaking, Harrogate, Division N, Area 15, Doncaster Speakers, Division N, Area 21, North Highland Speakers, Division S, Area 43, Camulu Donham, I think I've pronounced that correctly, Division G, Area 1, McAfee Toastmasters, Division A, Area 3, Dunfermline Toastmasters, Division S, Area 33, Capital Communicators, Division S, Area 30. Next slide, please. Durham Articulate Speakers, Division G, Area 25, Headingley Speakers, Division N, Area 15, Edinburgh Advanced Toastmasters, Division S, Area 30, Warrington Toastmasters, Division N, Area 31, Tallaght Toastmasters, Division M, Area 26, Norwich Speakers, Division G, Area 25, Sheffield Speakers, Division N, Area 21, Portlaoise Club, Toastmasters Club, Division D, Area 40, and Bradford Speakers, Division N, Area 15. So I think a round of applause for all the treasurers and the people who've worked so hard to have those paid in time. So a round of applause for everyone. Next slide, please. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Who is going to lift that golden quarter trophy? And this trophy is to the top 3 clubs that have gained the most speakers, have attracted the most new members in that golden period, July to September. And we're delighted that there will be a trophy on the way to 3 clubs: Godiva speakers, 2M Toastmasters, and Lincolnshire speakers. So those are the 3 winners who will lift this quarter's golden trophy. Over to you, Madam Host.
Me this time, Elizabeth. Patricia and I are doing it just to confuse our speakers. It's like, who am I going to hand over to? I'll just hand over to someone and see who appears on the screen. Elizabeth, thank you very much for those awards, and also congratulations to all of those wonderful clubs that have achieved so much. Thank you very much. I would now like to introduce our next speaker, another member of our district leadership team. Our next speaker is going to be our Programme Quality Director, Brenda Lannan. So please welcome Brenda.
Thank you, Steve. District Director, Regional Advisor, First Vice President, past International President, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to our celebration of Toastmasters' 97th anniversary and our celebration of the clubs and members who have achieved awards in the first quarter. As Programme Quality Director, my focus is on programme quality, which covers education and training. And the categories I'll be covering are the training of club officers, the success or progress in the Distinguished Club Programme, and members who have achieved education awards in the first quarter. Next slide, please. To achieve success in the Distinguished Club Programme, clubs must ensure that 4 officers are trained in the first half of the year up to the 31st of August. But as an incentive in District 71, we offered a 7 out of 7 club officers trained award. And I'm delighted to announce that the clubs listed achieved that goal. In Division A, we had 3 clubs, Blarney, West Cork Toastmasters, and Online Arters. In Division B, we had 1 club, which was Nenagh Club. In Division C, we had Castleknock Toastmasters Club and Viking Voices. In Division D, we had Kildare Toastmasters. Division E, Lincolnshire Speakers, Heart of England, and Godiva Speakers. Division F, Loughrea Toastmasters, and in Division H, we had West Hart Speakers, Cornerstone Communicators, Luton Speakers Club, and International Arters Toastmasters. Division N, we had Digital Communicators. So congratulations to all the clubs who achieved this incentive, and can we give them a round of applause, please? I see we have one of the club's presidents on the call, Nick Lacani. Nick, would you like to unmute yourself, please?
Hi, Brenda.
Hello, Nick, how are you? Would you like to tell us a little bit about your club and your success in ensuring that 7 out of 7 club officers were trained in the first quarter of the year?
I'm not only president of Digital Communicators, I'm also a Division C director, so I'm very happy with some of the results we've seen already. So well done to those clubs. In terms of Digital Communicators, we chartered in February, and within 4 months, we'd achieved 10 out of 10 DCP points for last year. It's very important for us to actually look as though we're a quality club, as well as being a quality club. And for this year, we set off with the same regard. So our first aim, 10 DCP points, 10 out of 10. So that's the first item that I would say. I've got 7 points for you. First thing, always aim for 10 out of 10. Second thing is, this kind of 7 out of 7, the trained element, make sure that it helps us enable our officers to aim for personal development and growth, even though they are busy with serving the club, in terms of technology, in terms of leadership, in terms of organizational skills. Thirdly, it helps with the camaraderie within the club. It brings the team together. What did you learn at your TLI today? Just ask that question. What's the one takeaway that you've got? Fourth thing, it allows the president to manage the executive committee better, of this feeling of togetherness. The fifth thing, for me, is my favorite thing. It enables the president to sing, "I'm in 7." Yes, it does, because we need to have fun while we're serving our clubs. The sixth item, it encourages the club members that the officers are setting good examples. And I think that's really important. And finally, if the other 6 don't get you, this one will. At this time that people are going back to physical locations, or even hybrid elements, and you're looking around for cash to pay for equipment or pay for room hire, €50 is the easiest €50 you're ever going to make. For us at Digital Communicators, we've actually spent it on more software for the use of our members. In effect, I encourage you to go forward and think 10 out of 10 and 7 out of 7. Back to you, Madam Program Quality Director.
Thank you very much, Nick, and well done. Can I go back to the slides, please? Very briefly, I'd like to recognise the clubs that have had success so far in the Distinguished Club Programme and achieved 5 goals in the programme up to now, 5, 6 and 7, and the clubs are listed on the slide. Next slide, please. I'd like to congratulate Somash Kumar from Athlone Toastmasters in Area 9, Division F, who successfully achieved his Distinguished Toastmasters Award in Pathways, and this is Somesh's 2nd award for Distinguished Toastmaster. Next slide, please. Those members listed on the slide all achieved Triple Crown awards, and congratulations to each of those members who successfully achieved these awards. And next slide, please. The Pathways Mentor Program is something that has been one of my areas of focus this year, and I'd like to congratulate 3 members who have achieved and have followed the mentor program: Daniel Masserano of Manchester Archers, Division N, Area 48, Tina Norbury of Headingley Speakers, Division N, Area 15, and Joan O'Poon of Pegasus Speakers Advanced, Division H, Area 44. Congratulations to each of these members. That concludes the Programme Quality Awards for Q1, so I'd like to pass back to Patricia, I believe. Thank you, everyone.
Great, Brenda, thank you so much, and congratulations to everybody who was mentioned there, both individually and to the clubs as well. It shows the hard work that has gone in difficult circumstances with COVID. I think we've all been under a lot more pressure, both ourselves and as clubs. So to see so many there on the winners podium or the celebration podium there is testament to how hard everybody is working to achieve in the clubs. And of course, there's still plenty of opportunities to add to that list when we do the celebrations again in the second period of the year, and there'll be lots more to celebrate then as well. For some more awards now, I'm going to hand over to our District Director, Daniel Sanders. So over to you, Daniel, for some more awards. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patricia. Well, it gives me a very great pleasure tonight to present 3 awards to standout contributions that really exemplify what Toastmasters International and District 71 are about. It's very fitting that we're doing these awards on the 97th birthday. Anyone seen the birthday cake? We should have one really, shouldn't we? But it's a fantastic moment in history to make these awards. And the first one I'd like to put out there goes to the district's parliamentarian team. Larry, are you on, and your team, Geroid?
Hello, Mr. District Director, yes. Yeah.
The district is very, very dependent on a number of extended teams to really support its mission. And Larry, taking over as a district parliamentarian earlier in this year, has done exemplary work along with the rest of his team, credentials manager Pauline McCabe, and digital election manager, digital election runner, Geroid Murphy. I really respect the work that these guys do to underpin the high standards that this district aspires to. Larry, Geroid, and Pauline set the bar, I think, in Region 10 and possibly around the world. They are a rock upon which this district can conduct its business. We've had to use their services already this year to make an emergency motion about contest policy, a disciplinary motion, a business meeting, and in the spring, another business meeting. So over to you, Larry, and your acceptance speech.
Thank you, Mr. District Director, for those kind words. And Pauline sends her apologies. She cannot be here with us tonight. But look, as Ted did say earlier on, we're here to serve and give back, because I gained an awful lot from Toastmasters, and I have an interest in parliamentary procedure, being chairperson of a union myself, so very keen interest. But I used to rock up to district executive meetings and council meetings in the past, not realizing the amount of work that goes on behind the scenes. And I've really realized that since becoming parliamentarian. But I mean, Geroid Murphy has been a super election runner, organizer, and Pauline is absolutely terrific on the registration side of it. And there's a lot of planning that goes on way ahead of the schedule, 2 or 3 months prior to the meetings. And there's a lot of stuff goes on there. There's who is eligible to vote, who is in good standing, what clubs are in good standing, how many votes of each member. There's timelines and deadlines being met, team meetings. We have about 3 or 4 team meetings on the run up to a council meeting. And then parliamentary procedures then that have to be observed during the meetings. And then we have inquiries from members, and the election runner really was an eye opener this year with the online meetings. So Geroid might maybe come in on that there. And
firstly, I want to thank the district, and thank you, Mr. District Director Daniel, for recognising us this evening. It's honestly a great honour to be here, and it's been a wonderful experience coming into this small but mighty, powerful little team of 3. You've got the daddy Larry, the mammy Pauline, and I'm the adult son that lives at home. It's been a new experience for me to learn about election runner, and what I say, it just really shows me what we can achieve with teamwork. And I also just want to give a shout out to those Zoom masters that helped us as well in the background, helped deliver. But it's such an honor, and thank you very much for giving me the opportunity on the team again this year, and look forward to working with you over the coming year as well.
Thank you very much, Geroid. So everyone, give these guys a big round, please. These guys toil away in the background, and it is really just that they stand proud in the limelight tonight and get appreciated and recognised. Thank you very much, Larry.
Thank you.
The next team I'd really like to put the spotlight on tonight, and it's a team that self-organised itself within the very early days of COVID forcing our district online. And that team emerged into what is commonly known amongst us all as the Zoom Academy. Can I ask Liz Welch to say a few words on behalf of the Zoom Academy? Go on, Liz.
Thank you, Mr. District Director. Well, the Zoom Academy, as you've said, did emerge from the opportunity to go online due to COVID, and the Academy launch was Mr. Nick Lacani's baby, shall we say, and from that time it has grown tremendously with people working hard in the background. We've got the trainers doing the Zoom training like Dinah and Sarinka and Sultan and so many more, and of course all the people they trained who are now the Zoom masters who help at all the events across from club to division to area, got that the wrong way around as usual, right up even into region. It's been a phenomenal learning curve, I think, especially for me, that I didn't even know how you spelt Zoom. And here I am addressing and thanking you for recognising the team that works so hard in the background, because like anything to organise, you need to get people together, you need to have that communication, you need to have everyone understanding where they're at and working in the background continuously. It's just been an absolute fabulous learning curve. And to recognise the whole of the Zoom Academy, the Zoom Masters, the trainers, everybody that's involved, great, deeply appreciated on their behalf. Thank you for that, Mr. District Director.
Thank you, Liz. I have to say the Zoom Academy epitomises service leadership, because you've put service at the heart of everything that you've done. And we've often, I think, globally take for granted a lot of the work that goes on behind the scenes with you guys. You don't tick boxes to become this, that, or the other on pathways for doing it, but you're fantastic servant leaders and the district is proud of you. Big round of hand for the Zoom Academy. My final shout out award tonight goes to one club which struck me across the board as being phenomenally successful, really hungry for growth and success this year. They brought in 10 new members in the first 3 months. They trained all 7 officers. They hit 5 DCP goals by the end of September, and they're now sitting on 6. No club epitomises the hunger for growth as Godiva speakers, and it gives me great pleasure to ask Nishanth to speak on behalf of them. Nishanth.
Thank you very much, District Director, District Leadership, and fellow Toastmasters. It's a very proud moment for the club, and we would like to dedicate the Golden Quarter Award to one of our members who passed away last year, John Bell. He's our inspiration, and I'm sure he'll be proud. And also, I'd like to thank our club mentors, Sanath, Kevin Lee, past District Director, Fiona and Tim Wilson, and also the past presidents, Sakib, Gina Dallison, and Will Wiggum. Also, my fellow Area 42 presidents, Iman from Warwick Speakers, Shagufta from Spa Speakers, Abhi from Heart of England, and Jitendra from JLR. Our area director, Rich Lucas, and division director, Asma Rias, and our lovely members. So what we did this year is, when we signed up for this year, what the committee decided is that we'll become the best club in Area 42 in terms of DCP points, reaching the President Distinguished status in 6 months. And we started working on the membership, as it is the most important thing and most difficult one. So we did good PR. We did very good conversion, and shout out goes to Michelle, who is our VPM, who has converted 80% of all the guests that came to the club. And then our VP Santosh, who is doing a fantastic job in doing the educationals and speakathons and ensuring that all the members get the maximum out of the program. I'd also like to mention our mentor manager, Bruno, our VP of technology and Sadhana Terms, Prateek, Treasurer Matthew, Secretary Benz, and immediate past president will begin. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It's that big hand. World beating Godiva speakers, fantastic achievement, and I'm really proud of you guys. So I'd now like to hand over the agenda to the next speaker, which will be the host or the quiz master.
That'll be me, Daniel. Thank you very much for your wonderful awards, and congratulations once again to all of the award winners and award-winning clubs this evening. Although I've heard from all of the DLT members how impressed they are in presenting these awards, we've seen these awards that recognize success and recognize achievement, but one of the things I keep hearing from all the speakers is what we're really recognizing is ambition and that commitment to service leadership, which I find is a inspiring way to spend a Friday evening. There's another fun way to spend a Friday evening, which is this is a birthday party or an anniversary party, and we need party games. I promised you speeches, we've had those. We promised you awards, we've had those. Now we have the next person who is going to guide us in our fun and games section. We're going to have a fun quiz.
Mr. Host, may I intervene and make a suggestion to you? Since I devised the quiz, might we do the quiz and people write the answers in the chat? I'll need 5 minutes to find it, but obviously we won't have the online Mentimeter fun, and we have the answers in the chat. How we do we may have to forget about winners just to see what answers we get. Is that worth considering?
I think, Elizabeth, I didn't realize that you had the quiz questions. So let's do this. Let's roll with
2 minutes
this.
to find it and get organized, and then I can actually run the quiz if that will work.
That sounds good to me. And this is where we all get an opportunity to really practice our abilities to type very, very quickly in the chat whilst Elizabeth is finding the questions that we've got coming up. But let's just take a moment as well to reflect on some of the wonderful achievements that we've had this evening, and I think it's great to see all the clubs being celebrated.
Nick or Steve.
Hello.
I just want to acknowledge, I see Jean Gamester there in the audience, and I want to thank her for her help and support that she has given me as a parliamentarian, and she was always there when anytime I needed help or guidance. So I just want to acknowledge Jean there. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. And thank you, Jean, for all of your support. I'm going to echo Daniel's comments as well, that there are a lot of teams that work together to help achieve results in this district, to help our clubs, whether they're the teams of division directors and area directors, or the parliamentarian team, the Zoom team, the Growth Academy team. We have lots of people working together, and in my own experience, it is that joy of finding like-minded people who are interested in serving others and interested in helping this wonderful organization grow that is just a delightful way to spend an evening, actually. Absolutely delightful. Let's see how well Elizabeth is doing in finding her piece of paper.
Elizabeth is doing very well. I'll have to run it from my mobile phone, which is fun. Okay, so what we will do, I will ask a question, and please just put the answer in the chat, and then when we finish the 10 questions, I will then reveal the answers. Okay, is that clear to everyone? Yes.
Let's see who's the fastest typist.
Okay, so this is a thing about Mentimeter, because it's a mixture of speed and accuracy. However, let's go.
Elizabeth, so can I suggest, being as we are going to do this in the chat, if I can ask everyone, post to everyone in the chat. We'll save the chat later, and then Elizabeth, you can arbitrate later, and we will pick at random one of the correct answers to help with the scoring later. Yeah, so it's not about speed; it's about accuracy. Thank you.
I would perhaps suggest that past international presidents and vice presidents and so on may wish not to do the quiz because they may know all the answers. So please please just do it for fun, but don't submit your answers. Okay, first question, number 1. In which year was Ralph Smedley born? 1887, 1865, or 1878? I'll repeat those dates again. We're looking for the year in which Dr. Smedley was born: 1887, 1865, or 1878. That's question number 1. Okay, answers are still coming. Question number 2. What is the name of the current international president? What is the name of the current international president? Okay, question number 3. What is the name of the organization where Dr. Smedley worked after he graduated in 1903? Rotary, YMCA, or Lions? Rotary, YMCA, or Lions? This year, our district director has got a slogan to inspire us all. It consists of 3 words. What are those 3 words? So what is the slogan for the D71 district this year? A 3-word slogan. Question number 5, we're getting there. We're halfway. What name did Helen Blanchard use to disguise the fact that she was female? So what name, and obviously it's a male name, did Helen Blanchard use to disguise the fact to Toastmasters International that she was a female? District 71 will celebrate which milestone anniversary in 2022? Is it a bronze, a gold, or a silver anniversary? And I'm happy for you to write it in years if you so wish. But is it bronze? Is it gold? Is it silver? Question number 7. Name the Toastmaster from District 71 who is the only person from Europe ever to have been elected as an international president. I don't think I need to repeat that question. The answers are coming thick and fast and they're all right so far, so I'm not going to repeat that question. Okay, next question, question number 8. The Smedley Award recognizes a club adding how many new dual or reinstated members between the 1st of August and the 30th of September? How many members are recognized by the Smedley Award? Question number 9. What is the middle name of Ralph C. Smedley? What does the C in Ralph C. Smedley stand for? Okay, and our final question. Our Region 10 advisor, who we're delighted to have with us here tonight, Francesco Fedeli, is from which country? Is he from Spain, Italy, or France? Is our region advisor from Spain, Italy, or France? So those are the 10 questions we were going to be doing by Mentimeter, which is a lot more fun, but I will do what Steve has said. We will download the chat and we will arbitrate who has done best, and the DLT will be offering a very nice award. So over to you. Actually, sorry, did you all want, no, you don't want it. Do you all want the answers or not? No, you know them.
I think we're okay, yeah.
Okay, so over to you, Madam Host.
Thanks for that, Elizabeth. It's amazing. I thought I was a quick typist and had a good words per minute, but absolutely have been beaten hands down there by so many people. You were so fast. Oh my goodness. That was really, really good, Elizabeth. Thank you for that. And that was very, very enjoyable. Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I have my slice of cake here in celebration of the birthday of Toastmasters. So before I go and eat that, I would like Daniel Sanders to close out the meeting with a few closing words. So over to you, Daniel. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patricia. And I'd like everyone to just take five. So First President Morag Matheson, past International President Ted Corcoran, Regional Advisor Francesca Fedeli, and visiting past District91 Director Jean Gamester. I think we would all agree, and all the members and all the officers, that tonight has been a special occasion in recognising the achievement. I started this year as a district of setting a vision based on ambition for us to begin to build back better by dreaming, by believing, and by achieving. And tonight we've seen and recognised great examples of that. That's absolutely fantastic. The key to our organisation flourishing is that what we do is of value, and I'm sure we recognise that it is, and we go out there and we prove that it is. And that we value people, people feel valued. And tonight we went a long way towards making sure that each and every one of you are valued, and you really are. Without you, this would be very, very different. You're fantastic. You are what this organisation is about. So thank you very much, everyone, for all the hard work you've done in the first quarter of this year to set this district off to a great start. It's a challenging world out there, but we really value the work that you're doing to make us flourish. Thank you very much. And I'd now like to formally close the meeting. Thank you for attending.